But
I mean, for me, it was like such a crazy experience because I didn't know. Like, I applied before Corona for the internship, and it was supposed to be like a month in July or something, and then Corona came, and I thought, okay, well, I will not get this internship now. Like, this will be closed, and then they were like, no, we're still having it, but during Corona, and there will be different like bedingungen or something around it, but we will still try and do it and everything. And I was like, okay, it will be around this exhibition from this artist, and I didn't know Thierry at all. And I think there was like a month before or a few weeks before I had like done lots of different things in the museum. And then there were all these different books that I could read about Thierry's work, and I was reading it and I was like, oh, it's super interesting, it's super like, I mean, 2020, that's also when like all the Black Lives Matter protests were going on. Everyone was saying like how people should really be like confronting the system and what's happening and everything, and I was like, wow, this is so like on the nose, and this is like he was saying in the 80s and in the 90s, and you know, I was like, you're so before your time. So for me it was like meeting a celebrity when I met Thierry. I was like, oh, I've read like I was like, oh, I just read like, I mean, I was used to study, I was a student at the time, and I was used to studying art history, but everyone was dead, and you know. And then I was like, wow, like an artist, like I can meet an artist and he is here and I'm talking to him, and you know, he was immediately like super engaged and talking to me like I'm not just an intern, like I'm a person as well. So I was like, wow, this is like amazing. And then like he like really let me get super like hands-on in the project, and I was also like super happy that Micha was, you know, so cool. Because I mean, I think as an intern, like one of the first things that Thierry, like we had to test out the interviewing format, and he asked if I want to be like an instructor, and I was like, yeah, why not, like it's quite cool. And he's like, okay, you will interview Micha then, because that's such a power difference then. You are the intern and you interview the director then of the museum. And I was like, no, like, this is so scary. But it was super interesting. And then, yeah, I don't know, this whole time period for me was like a dream or something. Like I've never been so hands-on in art, like history, to be part of it as well, of the like formats and everything. And like I just thought it was so interesting, and I got to meet people in a way that, like, I mean, sometimes when I'm talking to people about this period of my life, it's so random to be like, yes, people were working out in a fitness machine in a museum, and I'm asking them like, what did you do with your life, and like what makes you strong, and what are your regrets and stuff like this. So I have like just such like some interactions with people that you would never usually have, I think. And it was like, yeah, like super, something like completely different and really like cool and inspiring and stuff. When I think one of the like most unique things about your art formats is that they're reproducible, and you're always saying like there's someone who's doing a critical run independently now in Vienna or in Hanoi or somewhere, just, you know, it's just taking off by itself, and that's something that's, you know, it's not going to die if you die. It can still happen. So it's not just, I don't think your artwork will be dead when you're dead. Not that you die soon.
But you won't.